Alright engineers, this is Mr. Hernandez, and in this video I'm going to walk you through your new lesson. And in this lesson you guys are going to be signing into TinkerCAD for probably the first time for many of you. And so instead of starting in Classroom, instead of starting with just a video, I'm actually going to have you guys start by checking your email. So you should know how to get to your email at this point, but if you don't, just type Gmail into the address bar in any browser, and you should see that you have an email from me that came in either today or yesterday, depending on when you're watching this video, and it's going to say TinkerCAD invitation in the subject line. So go ahead and click on that, and in this message it says, you are invited to start using TinkerCAD. In order to get started, first copy down your nickname. So this right here is your unique identifier. This is how you get into the classroom. So make sure you highlight this and copy it. That way you have it saved. Then follow this link to join the class. So this is your link to join your classroom. And once you click on that, it'll take you here. So you should have your nickname copied. So you're just going to right click and paste it here. If you know the keyboard shortcuts for that, that's fine too. And before you hit that's me, double check that this is correct. Make sure that the class period and the teacher and the year as well say the correct things. If they don't, go ahead and send me and Miss Pearson an email and we'll go ahead and take care of that for you. But if everything checks out, you can just go ahead and click that's me, and that'll bring you into TinkerCAD. And what you're going to do here is you are going to go over here to where it says learn. This is where all of the lessons are. And for this first assignment, we're going to be applying the stuff that we just learned about electricity to this. So we're going to click right here where it says 3D, and we're going to switch that over to circuits. And from circuits, we're going to go into lessons. And you guys are going to be starting with Ohm's law. So that's this right here. And this lesson is going to walk you through a series of instructions. Now, before you go straight into this, I am going to need you to make sure that in Classroom, you also open up the report that says Circuits Report number 1. That's where you're actually going to turn this in. So you're going to be doing the activity in TinkerCAD, and then you're going to be taking screenshots and turning them in that report. So in TinkerCAD, on the left side over here, we have a whole set of instructions. So you're going to want to make sure that you read through them. This one's getting into a topic that we're not going to go into too deeply. So if you see some math in here, you don't need to be able to do it 100%, but you do need to be able to follow this. This is all about Ohm's law, which is how those three properties we talked about, voltage, current, and resistance, it's how they all connect with each other. So when you're looking at this, read whatever's on the page, do whatever it asks you to do, and then hit next to get to the next side. So this starts off with an overview of how Ohm's law works, and it's going to ask you to take a look at this circuit here. So let's take a look at step number 3. So right here, this is where we're going to show basically why we're working with TinkerCAD. So in TinkerCAD, we can not just build circuits like this one with a 9-volt battery and an LED in it. Remember, LEDs are little light bulbs essentially, but we can also simulate it. So if we go over to the top right over here, it says start simulation, and that'll show us what happens to our LED. So I'm going to stop the video here because I think you guys can follow the directions here and you'll be able to figure out the rest of it with the instructions that are in the report. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you follow the directions there carefully. You're going to have to take some screenshots of some things. So make sure that you're reading them really carefully so you can get full credit. And as always, you can send me an email if you need help with anything along the way. All right, good luck with this lesson.